Hello everyone, today's video we will be drawing this beautiful and cute snow night painting in simple 5 steps. So without any delay, let's get started. I have given all the material links in the description. So in the first step we are going to paint the background. To paint the background we are going to use these colors and I am going to use my flat brush here. So first you can see I just mix the color deep cyan with more black and we are getting this dark shade of blue. So I am going to apply the blue on the top of our canvas. You know that this painting is a night snow painting, so we need this dark shade of blue in our painting. So we are adding more dark colors on the top. When we are reaching in the center of the canvas, we have this beautiful light shade of blue. Now you can see I have been mixing the color blue with more white because we are moving towards the center of the canvas, so we need more light colors of blue. So I am going to add more white to our blue to get a light shade of blue. From this dark shade of blue to the light shades of blue, we are getting this beautiful night snow painting vibe. So I really enjoy this process. So once we finish the background, we are moving to our second step, that is the trees in the background. So let's first draw the trunk of the tree. So here I am using my detailing brush. Now you can see I am going to paint the trees and leaves. So first let's draw the leaves. I just take some paint in my fan brush and I am going to add some leaves here. So this is like adding the texture of the trees. So it is really easy to add the texture of the trees here. So all you need is a dry brush and take some black color. Whether it is a fan brush or flat brush, it doesn't matter. You will get the same result if you are using your dry brush. So just use your dry brush and add the texture for the leaves. So now I am painting many trunks for our trees. We are going to paint further. So now let's enjoy the process and add more trees. If you are following my page for a long time, you might know I paint from the suggestion of my followers. So this time I received this cute suggestion. I always like to paint snow and snow landscape, so I was so eager to paint this one. Now let's get back to our painting. So you can see when I am painting the pointed top of the tree, I just tilt my brush and use only the corner of my brush to paint the leaves. So when we are moving the center and the middle part of the tree, I am using the full bristles. If you want wide strokes in your tree painting, you can use the full bristles of your brush, or if you just need a pointed and a very small strokes, then use the corner of your brush. And now let's paint some snows in the trees. So I'm going to mix the color blue with white, so we will be getting this beautiful light blue, and I'm going to add the snow here. Now I am using my detailing brush and you can see I am just adding random dots and patterns in this area. So it is not to be very perfect. So just add random dots and shapes here. That will be enough for our snow in this tree. Here I am adding another layer of snow. So this time I mixed more white with my blue to get this very light shade of blue. So you can see the snow result in our tree painting. So it is really simple and beautiful. In the third step we are going to paint the snow in the foreground. So we are going to mix some white to our paint and I am going to use all the blue here. So we are going to block this area full of this blue. So this is a really easy one. And after we are finishing all this blue in this area, we are moving to paint the next one. In step 4 we are painting the cottage. So this is the most important step in our whole painting. So here you can see I'm mixing the color burnt sienna and burnt amber. So I just mix these two brown to get a really dark shade of brown. So if you don't have these two colors, then you can apply the color brown mixed with the black, so you will be getting a dark shade of brown. You can use that color for your cottage. So first I just draw the rough image of the cottage here using the white dilute paint. So if you want the image, you can check my link. I have given the image link in the description. Here you can see I am just using my flat brush to block the colors in the cottage. So this is really easy, just to use your flat brush. And now let's paint the area in the roof. So here I mix the color orange with our burnt sienna. So getting these beautiful colors by mixing orange and burnt sienna. So this is a beautiful color. So I am going to apply the color here. So now I am using my round brush. So whenever we need to paint something pointed and sharp, we can use our round brush. It will work amazing. So now you can see I just paint some doors and windows in our cottage. So here I am using my flat brush. Just to use the full bristles of our flat brush, we are getting this beautiful result. Now I am applying more orange for the roof. So we have to add more colors like orange and yellow. So if we are adding these colors, in the final result we can see a beautiful glowing in our painting. So now I am going to correct the corners of the doors and windows using the round brush. We can use our flat brush to block the colors, but round brush will give us a sharp and crisp end, so that I use my round brush here. So now I am going to mix the color orange and burnt sienna here. So I am going to apply the color around this window. So this will create a beautiful effect in our painting. So I am going to add more yellow in our roof. So this is a beautiful thing in our painting. So now I am just mixing the color white and yellow, and I am going to add the color on the white place in our painting. You may ask me why I am adding the color white in the background first. So you can see the color of the cottage brown is more dark color. If you are adding the color yellow, then the yellow will not be more visible and bright like this. So that I just apply the color white for the background. Now let's add the line in black. So this will create a effect like the cottage was built by so many woods. So here we use this line to indicate the woods in the cottage. So I am going to add more pointed and tiny lines here. So here I just use my detailing brush. Now let's add some lines for the window. So here I use the color brown. So this is our window and door. So we have to be really careful while painting the tiny lines in our painting. Now let's paint the frame around this window. So here I use the color yellow ochre mixed with a little orange. So we are going to paint the frame and door in our painting. So just use your detailing brush to paint the tiny things in your painting. And here I am mixing the color blue. Here I use the color cerulean blue and I mixed more white, and I am painting the snow over the roof. If you are not comfortable to use your flat brush to block the area in your roof, then you can use your round brush. As the bristles in the round brush are sharp, you can control the edge. And now let's add more highlights in the snow. So here I mixed more white to our blue. I'm adding the color only the top of the roof. In the fifth step, we are adding the details in the foreground. So you can see in the foreground we are having a light color for our snow. So here I mix the color cerulean blue with more white, and I'm going to block this area for our foreground. So I'm going to apply the color smoothly and evenly all through this area. Now let's paint some light that's coming from this cottage. So here I use the color light purple. So I'm going to use the color near this house. And now let's add some little plants and bushes here. If you are new to my channel, let me introduce myself. I am Rex and I am an acrylic painting artist. I really love to paint with acrylics. Here I am sharing my painting knowledge with beginners. So if you find my tutorial is really easy and helpful for you, then please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also you can follow me in my Facebook and Instagram to know all the regular updates about my painting and tutorials. Let's add some snow in this tree. So I'm going to use the same light blue color, and I'm going to use the same random dots for our snow in this painting. Then please do share this video with your friends and art lovers. Now let's add some steps towards this cottage. So I'm going to use only some black lines for this step, so it is really easy. I'm just going to draw some lines here. So once we finish painting these lines, we are going to add snow, and I'm going to add the snow on the both side of the snow. Once we finish this, we can add the white for our snow in the steps. Now let's paint the snow on the top of the step. So here I use the color light blue. Now let's add some base for the light effect we are going to paint. So first I apply the color light purple using my round brush. So it is really easy. All we are going to do is just smudge the color. So now you can see I just add the color light purple. Now we can add the color yellow, and we are not going to blend the color, so we are going to just smudge the color. So we have to wait until the purple is completely dry. Once the color is dry, we can add the color yellow on top of this. So if you are not doing this, then your purple and yellow will be mixed with each other, then you will get the color light green like this. So just avoid the mistake. Now let's add some random yellow dots in this plant, and it will create a effect like the light is coming from the cottage and it is reflected on our plant. So it will create a beautiful effect in our painting. And I'm just painted some lamp here. Now I'm going to add one more tree in the foreground. So here I just use my round brush. So we are going to paint some light reflection here. So I'm going to add some details in this tree. So first I'm going to add the color brown. So now you can see I'm adding the color brown in this tree. So only in this part we need to add some colors. Now let's add the color yellow on top of this, but we have to wait until the brown is completely dry. Now let's see the final result of our painting. I really love this painting and I hope this video is really easy for beginners. I will meet you guys with another beautiful painting. Until then, have fun with color.